Come on, fella. Come on. Yup. Yup. Come on. Yup.
Come on, big boy.
Come on. Yup. Yup. No, that it. It's got such a big neck. Hopefully you can see the cloudiness on the eye there. It's the white film. That's the bacteria that's growing all over the eye. That's what they call the pink eye. We're going to try and treat it today. This is my neighbour's bull Dougal. We don't really know him that well, so hopefully he's going to be a good boy for us. So far so good. We've just lifted his head up in the crush. It's a bit difficult to do without it, because ultimately that neck's big enough to throw me around all over the place, and I don't know him that well. What we're going to do is we're going to put a little patch over his eye, so they don't have to do this on a regular basis, but they recommend doing it every 24 hours if you can, but in reality it's painful, so it lasts up to 48 hours. So we'll cut a patch, put a bit of cream in his eye. I'm going to just squirt the eye cream. I'll pull his eyelid down a little bit lower, try to get a little bit up in the upper if I can. And yeah, hopefully within a few days it will show some marked improvement. He doesn't like it, but it doesn't hurt him, and he'll certainly appreciate it later. Oh mate. I put more than probably I needed to, but he's going to be covered up for a few days. Just keeping him busy while he's in the head crush, because I don't like him to hate the head crush. So yeah, I've just given him a feed while he's waiting. We're just waiting for the silicone to go a bit tacky. Some people use liquid nails, but I had silicone. I find that a little bit better. Just got a little bit tacky now. I'll just squeeze it gently onto his around his eye. Come on Dougal, lift your head up, go slow. And hopefully that will stay on for a few days. Sometimes they only last an hour. They go and scratch it up on a barbed wire fence, and other times they're fine. If you leave them in the corral, I find that tends to stay on. They've got nothing really to scratch in here on. Some people like to silicone along the bottom. I just leave it open, so if the eye wants to weep, it just runs down. The flies won't normally crawl up into there. The flies are the ones that tend to carry the pink eye, unless he's been rubbing it up on the backside of the girls, and that's how he's got it. But I'll just put a bit of citronella on a rag, and I'm just going to wipe it around his head. Hopefully that will keep some of the flies at bay. If not, mites and stuff won't go there. But I might actually put a little bit of cream in his other eye too, just in case. They say you're not supposed to worry about it, but if he's already got a little bit of bacteria starting, I'd rather get it straight away before it becomes a problem. Yeah, I find that's the best at the moment. Probably easiest to use, not that expensive. I think they're about $13 each. Just in case Dougal. Dougal should be a lot happier now with his eye being treated, won't be as itchy and irritated. The main thing I see, I've got Hereford as well up the back there. What I tend to see with the Hereford, with their white parts of their eye, you'll see it gets very red. See how his eyes just dripped a little bit? He's got a little bit of irritation in that eye too, so more than likely it was probably going to have a little bacteria in it, but it might have fought off and it might have been alright. But yeah, I just treated it anyway. Anyway, it's time for Dougal to come out of there and we'll just let him walk around the corral for a while with the girls, get happy and relax, and we'll let him out later today when the silica's nice and hard. Because of the fly problem that's caused this pink eye, we tend to put the easy dose on every couple of weeks, or when it's usually needed. Sometimes a lot longer, it might be a month, 3 months, depends on the season. So yeah, so what we're going to do, we're just going to put a little bit of easy dose. He's roughly, looking at him, he'd be probably up around the 500 kilos. So what we'll do, it's only 5 mil for every 100, so it's 25 mil. And what we'll do is we'll try and pour it just gently up around on in the back of his shoulder here somewhere. Try not to get too far back and let it run down, because they're not really supposed to lick it. You can go a little bit more with bulls. Bit of a windy day today, so probably not the best of days. Sometimes I just let it sit for a little while, then it firms up, and then I just put a bit more on. Or you just pour along as best you can. Some of the hair usually grabs it, other times it doesn't. Slightly longer hair grabs it a lot better. And that's pretty much it. Nice and messy, but it works. No. Yes. No. Yep, he wants to get out of there. Bit of flies on him. One thing I forgot to mention with the Easy Dose, that's just the brand. There's various other brands out there, same application, same bottle, and I think it comes from the same factory. So yeah, just use whichever ones your local supplier's got, it'll be all fine, does the same job.